Hi everyone, it's me. Really excited for this. It's cheese day today, and I've been over to West Yorkshire this morning to Todmorden and seen a cheesemonger, a really nice guy, and he sorted me out a selection of the cheeses he does. He does loads more. His shop's just absolutely jam-packed with cheese. I mean, being a cheesemonger, that's what you'd expect, so it is. And he knows his stuff as well. And he's told me a bit about all these cheeses. He's sort of put them in different little varieties for me, 2 in each variety. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you what I've got. And once I've been through it all, I'm going to take a break while I unwrap them all. Not wrapping them all yet, my house is going to stink after this, but I'm going to go unwrapping them all. I'll be buttering up my crackers and I'll be tasting them, telling you what I think. It is only my opinion, and we've all got different tastes, and I've no doubt at all that these are fantastic cheeses. I just might like some more than others, but we'll see. So, what have I got? Right, I'll start with the top 2 here, which you probably can't see. It's pointless me showing you because they're wrapped up still. But these are 2 blue cheeses. One is a Roche Montagna, and one is a Calder. Sounds a bit Italian, that. I should know, I don't. Following that, I've got 2 washed rind cheeses. Again, if I took the time to research it, I would know what a washed rind cheese is. I don't. I'm assuming it's got rind and they've washed it. Okay, they are a Langray cutting and a Marioles AOP. I don't know what the AOP stands for. It might just be on the might not mean anything. Okay, following on from the washed rinds, I've got the smoked cheeses. I've got an Idiazabal and a Kirkham smoked. I do like smoked cheese. I've had smoked cheese before. Following the smoked cheeses, I've got, well, he said cheeses with additives. By that, he doesn't mean flavourings or enhancers as such. The first one is cannabis. The second one is truffle. Nothing artificial there. Okay, following on from those 2, I've got crumbly. Richard III. Why? Crumbly onesies. If you're Richard III is crumbly, I suggest you need to drink more fluids. Okay, and also a Gorwyd Caerphilly crumbly. That's Welsh. Right, then we've got the soft cheeses. Ooh, that is soft. That's a Baron Bigod. And the other soft one is a Bricker Feeder. We then move on to the hard goats. Very hard. You've got to be brave to milk a hard goat. You really have. All goats are hard, aren't they? You won't look about with a goat. That one's a Fessley. And that one's a Rachel. Another funny name for a cheese. Goat's cheese called Rachel. Maybe the goat was called Rachel. Who knows? Following the hard goat cheese, I've got Lancashire cheeses. A Kirkham's Tasty and a Crumbly Lancashire. 2 nice safe ones at the end, if it make it through the rest of them. Right, okay. So, I'm washing it all down with a Pinot Grigio from Aldi. Nothing special, but it's very nice. Because I know cheese and wine's a thing. They used to have parties dedicated to it in the 70s, didn't they? Cheese and wine parties. Or Tupperware parties, or fondue parties, or them strange parties where you threw your car keys in a bowl. All before my time. So, cheese and wine it is. I will butter up my crackers and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye. Hi everyone, it's me. Again, I'm not going to do them in the same order that I read them to you, because I'm going to go for some of the milder ones first, so it doesn't, affect my palate for the later ones. So I'm actually going to start with the Lancashire cheeses, which I've got a Mrs. Kirkham's Lancashire. It's about nice. Oh, Mrs. Kirkham, you make a lovely cheese. It's very nice, that one. Yeah, Mrs. Kirkham's Lancashire, I recommend it. Right. This just says Lancashire Crumbly, so I'm not sure which dairy it comes from. Not much to show you with these, it's just, you know, good cheese. No fancy colours or rinds or anything, just cheese. That's nice. I prefer Mrs. Kirkham's, a bit more flavour to it. But crumbly's nice too. I mean, it's a Lancashire cheese. But that Mrs. Kirkham's, I back that against anything you get in the supermarket that says Lancashire cheese. I really would, it's really nice. Right, we're next going for smoked. I had as a bowl. Isabel. I'm sure I'm not saying it right, but this is the one. Don't get my cheeses muddled up. So smoked cheese. That is delicious. I know like all the fancy cheese purists might disagree with me, but a big cob of that on top of a burger melted, it's so smoky, that'd be fantastic. It's nice on its own, but melted on something meaty, that'd be fantastic, really would. So the other smoked one I've got, Kirkham's. I don't know if it's Mrs. Kirkham or just Kirkham's. That's got a lovely smoky taste, that. Very, oh yeah. I do like smoky cheeses, but I'm beginning to think more along the lines of putting them on meat. Yeah, if you got some, you know, like I say, a burger, and you're going to do the barbecue sauce, and you do smoked onions and everything. That'd be fantastic. Well done again, Kirkham's or Mrs. Kirkham, whichever you were. Washed rind. Again, I don't know what that means. I should, but I don't. So there's that one. So there should be the Mariolas, which is that one, and the Langrai's cuttings. Actually, that's the Langrai's cuttings and that's the Mariolas. I've just seen the labels. So we'll go with the cuttings one first. Do you look at that? I bet you've never seen a cleaner rind, have you? Well washed. So So washed rind cheese. I'm going to Google it later. If you need to know what it means, do the same. It's not like that. Ugh. Grape attack. Oh God. No. Not for me, that one. Ugh. I don't think I like washed rind cheeses, but I've got another one to try. Mariolis. God. That was really strong. Pungent. There's a word. Pungent. Oh well. That's really nice. That's interesting, that. It's obviously not washed rind cheeses I don't like. It's just that one. Because that one's got this really nice flavour. That's good to know, because I might have just avoided all washed rind cheeses from now on. Not that I offered many, but, you know, good to know. That's really nice. That's Mariola's. Right, which leads us on to additives. So the first one is cannabis. I'll have a look at that. It's lots of greenery going on in it. I'm pulling his face like I'm not going to like it. I don't know why. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. You can taste the cannabis in it. Very, very much so. Crikey, you can. See what that does. I know there's two different chemicals, isn't there, in cannabis? There's a THC that gets you high and a CBD that's good for the pains and that sort of thing. Whereas it's legal for the latter. CBD, is it? Yeah. You're not really meant to sell THC. So I assume that's not got much THC in it. Not that keen, don't like the taste of cannabis. Anyway. Truffle. You know, I couldn't tell you what a truffle tasted like because I've never had one. I've had like stuff in truffle oil and this, that and the other. I wouldn't be able to identify the taste if I was given a few things to try. So, let's see if I like truffles or not. Very expensive food. They grow underground, don't they? Like a fungus, I believe, a bit like a mushroom that grows underground. And they train pigs, they can sniff them from above ground and they root them out with their noses. Yeah, truffles. It was only a few years ago, there was a guy, his job was the Queen's Truffle Hunter. And he was the last one before they retired him. Oh. If that's what truffle tastes like, keep it. Oh, that was horrible. Jesus. You know what truffle tastes like? What is all the fuss? Why are they so expensive? Christ. Hey, if you like truffles, get down there. The rest of us stay away. Yeah, right. Right then. Sorry, I'm over it. Crumbly. Richard III. Could have been a great king, but his name goes down in rhyming slang. Oh, that's a lovely cheese. I don't know if it's a shock of the other one, but for whatever reason, that cheese. If you're having a cheese board, get some Richard III crumbly. It's really nice. Don't get truffle flavoured cheese or cheese with truffles in it, unless you know your guests particularly like truffles. Do you know anybody who particularly likes truffles? Because I don't. Right. The other crumbly one was Welsh. Like a filly. A go with Cafelli. So look at it. Look, it's got a bit of a grey rind to it. I have found that if you include a bit of the rind in what you're eating, it does increase the flavour, makes it a bit nicer. A bit more flavour. Oh, eat that. It's an intensive salty taste down there. The taste of truffles again. They've hidden round my mouth. Right. Sorry, where were we? Some Welsh crumbly. Yeah. It's not very crumbly, it's a bit bendy. Bendy Welsh crumbly. I think done that one. Done that one. Done that one. Sorry. Welsh crumbly. I'm not saying it didn't impact on my taste buds. I just moved right over it without mentioning it. Yeah, it's alright, cheese. Let's be fair, give it another go. Concentrate now. That is nice, but it was the wrong cheese. That was it. To Philly, here we go again. Hang on. That's alright, it's inoffensive, it's cheese. I'd want a bit of chutney with that, I couldn't nibble it on its own, but there's nothing up with it. Right, so that's the first batch over with. I'm going to re-butter some of my crackers and I'll come back and I think we'll start with the hard goat. Okay, speak to you shortly. Hard goat. Indeed. Right, I'm back. It's been a mixed bag so far. I've liked most of them. There's been a couple I'm not been keen on. Mainly that truffle one and the smoked rind one, the first smoked rind one. What was that called? Langrai's cuttings. The rest of them are nice cheeses and I would have them again. So hard goat, as you saw. Excuse me. Right, we're going to start with Festley. It's not that hard. I wonder if it means hard compared to normal goat cheeses, because the goat cheeses I've had in the past have been quite soft. When we were on holiday in France, we used to just pull into farmyards and they'd sell you goat cheese fresh from the goat. And they were hard. Unless you got them on the same day, they were fresh, more like clotted cream than cheese, were fantastic. And you had them sort of, you could get today's, last week's or 2 weeks ago, and they got steadily stronger and harder. Right, what's this, Festley? Yeah. No. That's nice. It's not as strong as some goat cheeses I've had. You'd know it was a goat cheese though, it's got that taste, hasn't it? If you've had goat cheese before. I was thinking it's sort of goat flavoured. Probably isn't. Rachel. Sorry, grape. A cheese called Rachel. That's not a good name for a film. That's really mild. I wouldn't be able to say that was a goat cheese if I just tried it, if I did a blind testing. It's a very, very nice cheese though, that. Yeah, I would search that one out again. Where are we? I'm just looking if it's a very expensive cheese. It's not one of the cheaper ones. I've got a price of what they cost per metric ton according to these prices. No, yeah, it's not one of the cheaper ones. It's a mid to top end cheese app, and it deservedly so. It's very nice. I will be getting some more of that. See that? Next door's dog. We smell the goats. Right, so that's hard goats out of the way. Crumbly. Now I should have probably done this earlier because I can't imagine it was very strong crumbly. It's, well, you don't know, crumbly is more the texture than the flavour, isn't it? Right, we're going to start with Richard III. Still think it's an odd name for a cheese. A lot nicer than the name suggests. That should be on every cheese platter. Every, you know, when you at the end of a meal and you just want cheeses, that should be there. It's just a nice cheese flavoured cheese. That lovely texture, lovely flavour. Well done, Richard. It's sad that your name was put into rhyming slang. It's not going to eat cheese on its own. It's either melted on something or toasted, or if I'm having crabs, have some chutney or something with it. I don't know why really, because the stuff you get from the supermarkets, it needs something to liven it up. A lot of these you could just sit down and nibble. That one you could. Right, this one's from Wales. I'm not going to do the accent. Can't do accents. Oh, look at that. It's like the surface of the moon. Apparently you're not meant to cut the nose off cheese, it's considered bad form, so I'm desperately trying not to. Although I could, it's my cheese, no one had to stop me. Right. What's this? Cheese. That's nice cheese. Fairly pedestrian though. As cheese goes, it's nice, but if you had a plate full of cheeses and you tried this one, you'd probably go, oh, that's nice cheese. You're not going to like, wow, that cheese is really nice. Although it is really nice. These are great. Where were we? What have I got left? I've got blue cheeses. Oh, I've done them. They're my hard goats. I've got soft cheeses. I'm thinking this is where the fun begins, to be honest. Right. We'll do soft ones first. And the first one is Brick of Frida. It's not just wrapped in paper, this one. I've had to wrap it in sort of a plastic as well because it's, look, it's oozed. Oh God, right. broke my cracker just by looking at it. Look at that. Quite nice that. We'll try a bit of the rind on. Again, assuming you might eat the rind. That's very nice, that. Sometimes things smell worse than they taste. Have you ever noticed that? Have you? You can see that the rinds are black. It's got much more flavour with the rind, and it's not unpleasant. Okay, that was the first of the soft cheeses. What's this one then? Baron, by God. By God, Baron. What is this cheese, you? Oh, goodness. Let me get it out of the wrapper. It's like a chew-it that's been in your pocket for a week and you try and get it out. Like a Danish slice, have you seen it? Oh, fantastic. I hope, probably keep that, wrap it back up in. Right, I'm not going to muck about, straight in with the rind. It's like a very gooey brie. Is it a brie? No, it's a Baron, by God. Big God. Right. That's odd, that. It tastes really strong, but then I also can't taste it. I think I've got COVID. Shouldn't joke. You know what I mean? I can like all me down here going, woof, oh, what was that? Sorry, what was that? Urgh. But I could tell you it was bitter, sweet, sour. It's offensive. Might offend me later, that one. Right then, I've just got the blue ones left now. Now I've assumed these are going to be the strongest, but they're not always. There's I tried a blue last week from an organic dairy farmer in Todmorden called Devil's Rock, and it was really quite mild for any cheese, but it was had that nice blue flavour. And there's another one called Black Sticks blue cheese. It's an orange cheese with obviously the blue vein in it, and that's very nice too. But that's the first sort of blue cheese I actually enjoyed, and through eating that I got the taste for it. So first we have Roach Montagna. all the blue bits. Yeah. Oops. Get on there. So that's nice. It has got the taste of blue cheese. If you don't like blue cheese at all, you stay away from it. Blue cheese, don't mind the blue cheese and you want to get used to them. That's a good one. It's nice, that. I would look for that one again and buy it. Again, you won't find it in the supermarket. Go to a cheesemonger, the Calder cheese house in Todmorden. It's a nice day out. They also sell those, I mentioned Porkus sausages, which is, again, in Todmorden where they've got their own pigs, they make all their own pork products. They stock them in the Calder cheese house as well, so it's worth going in. Right, the last cheese. Cabrale. Got all the veins in that. It's like a pensioner's leg. Right. Oof. Here we go. I'm glad I saved that till last. Oh. Now, in fairness to a cheesemonger, I thought you might have put a few in like that. That's a cheese that real cheeseheads would eat. The rest of us might say, why have you given me this? I don't know what the answer would be. God, that's cheesy. Ugh. Right then, thanks for watching. I've still got loads of cheese left. Some of it I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Anyway, yeah, sorry, I'm dithering. I've really enjoyed today. Thanks for watching. You probably not learned anything because I didn't have much to tell you apart from which of the cheeses I liked. Apart from the Calder cheese house, it's worth a trip. And if you tell them what sort of cheese you like, they will find it for you. I say that them crumbly Lancashires beat the sorts of anything you get in the supermarkets. And that smoked was a smoked one I liked. The Additives, that was absolutely gorgeous. I can imagine that on a burger. Or just on a cheese board. Yeah, personally, I will not be having the, what was it, cabriolets that again, ever. Unless I've got COVID, then it might be something that'll break through the fact I can't taste anything and cure me. But yeah, it's all good. Thank you very much. And I'll see you all soon. Next week, I've got a bloke who makes over 50 varieties of pork sausages and 20 varieties of sausages with no pork in them. And I'm getting off him 20 sausages, different flavours. And I'm going to be trying them all. And again, telling you what I think. It's all subjective, but I enjoy it. Right, thank you, bye.